What is up, guys? Brendan aka Drip back with another video for you guys today. I'm actually going to be filming a couple of videos for you today. Sadly, just because I want to go ahead and say that I'm not going to be able to bring you guys any dual videos this week, because I'm not going to be able to go to locals this week because I have to work. For the ones who's been following the channel for a while now, since we've been around, I was out of work for a bit due to the pandemic. But I finally came to the conclusion that I felt like I needed to go back, because not the fact that the pandemic has subsided at all or anything, because it obviously hasn't in my area, but I kind of needed the money. So sadly I had to put my health at risk in order to pay the bills. But I wanted to get you guys a couple of videos today. This one's going to be on test hands with the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dogmatika. Honestly, if you've been around in the channel, you know Galaxy Eyes is up there. It's up there in my all-time favorite decks. If you'd like to see me to make an all-time favorite list, just let me know in the comment section, or you can message me in the Discord and let me know. But yeah, I can make that happen too. But let's go ahead and do some test hands, and then if we don't get the ideal hands, I'll just show you some combos with a certain cards that you can do. Because week one, when I played with this deck, that I will say it flowed really good. I mean, still, even after I had a rough week last week, there's still nothing out of the deck that I would actually change, honestly. Until we get Afterglow, and there's a couple of hand traps I might move around or something. But other than that, everything's pretty much where I'd like it. But the week one, everything flowed. But last week, it didn't flow that well. I mean, it didn't brick by any means. It just didn't flow that well. So like this hand right here, it's unfortunate, but if you know me, all I do is draw one-ofs anyways. What we can do is try to bait out a hand trap here. Since this is a level 8, we can always get this back off of Nadir. We could try to, we can do multiple things. We can deck thin and then try to draw, or we can go ahead and try to draw now. It's all up to personal preference. If you want to deck thin and try to draw, then that might be the most ideal way to go if you're trying to get into your Dogmatika plays. So we can go ahead and try that. Let's see here. We can go ahead and activate Sanctuary. Give ourselves 2 tokens. Normally, when I tell people, my personal opinion, when I'm teaching people how to play Galaxy Eyes, I'll tell them not to link away the tokens until later, because you don't know where you're going to get hand traps. So like if you link this immediately into Soul Flare, then you might need Union Carrier to get you to Orbital. So always hold off and wait and see where the hand traps fall, because your opponent's obviously probably going to have hand traps. So what I'll do here is then I'll special Vanisher. Vanisher will go get me Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. And then standard combo, pitch, special. We have 4 cards on the field now. If all this resolves uninterrupted, then you're fine. You go get Tonight, shuffle, yada yada yada. You already have Soul Flare with just these 2 here. Yeah, you could try to find your way into level 4, but it's fine. So what we can do is we can link our 2 tokens away, for one, to free up some space to go into our Union Carrier. Make sure that there's nothing under the zone. And then Union Carrier to sorry, hold on, I gotta make sure it's in frame. Sorry, I apologize. You can target the Union Carrier to target self to go and get you the Orbital. Now, we take a look at our hand, see what we should go get. We can go search a follow-up if necessary, or we can go find something else. Let's see, Tribute. search. This is where sometimes it would come in handy if I had Advancer. I've been thinking about playing Advancer over Thrasher. I just haven't gotten myself to be able to take it out. Because like the situations where, at least in this build, it doesn't come up as often for Advancer, but in a pure build, Advancer does come up. That level 4 extender does come up. But in this case, we're just going to search our follow-up, just in case if they break our board. We have pretty much a pot of Avarice on legs. So we'll search Cleric. Now what we can do is we can normal summon, special summon Photon Dragon from grave, overlay into your boy. You already know who we're going into, number 90. Now what we'll do is we'll link to into, where is he at? Soul Flare. This is just standard Galaxy House combo at this point. To grab Orbital, equip Orbital to number 90, because now he can't be destroyed by card effects or by battle, and he's a 3k beat stick with the 3k booty. Now what we'll do is we'll get a shuffle to potentially, hopefully, draw into some form of Galaxy. I mean, not Galaxy, but Dogmatika. We'll give it a cut. If we don't, it's perfectly fine. We'll use trade-in. Draw 2. Sanctuary. See, we drew an Ecclesia. That's why sometimes deck thinning is really nice. Now, normally, if you're just playing regular Galaxy Eyes, if you didn't have any other extenders, this would be the board you end on. But it's fine, because now we have Ecclesia. You can special Ecclesia. You don't have to activate her effect, so if you wanted to have another rank 4 extender, you can still have a rank 4 extender. So you don't have to use the search to lock you out. You could actually just special her and then overlay into your level 4s. That's another reason why I think this deck is versatile in many ways. So you can special her, and now you can go search a Dogmatika card, which in this case, we already have pretty much an established board, so we're actually just going to go and search the punishment. Grab the punishment, and then we're going to set the punishment. So now we have two very good follow-ups. We have Sanctuary and we have Cleric, which are very, very, very good follow-ups. So what we would end up doing is we have 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 interruptions on an opponent's turn just with this board. Just remember, punishment locks you out of your, when you activate it and it resolves, it locks you out of your extra deck until the end of your next turn. So if you activate this on your opponent's turn, when the turn comes back to you and you pass, and you cannot go into your extra deck. That's why you want to make sure you have an established board at that point. So what we'll do here is we'll, on their standby phase, to play around hand traps, certain hand traps, you'll go and we'll, since we already have enough follow-ups, we don't need to search any follow-ups, we'll just add Photon Dragon because of Soul Flare. So what we'll do is we can negate something and then pop whenever. So whenever you seem fit, make sure you detach the Knight and not the Photon Dragon, because Photon Dragon makes it where he can be destroyed by card effect, because he's a photon. Now, what we can do is they can carry on, yada, yada, yada. When you see something fit to be able to pop, just that was special summon, just discard Photon Dragon, use Soul Flare to pop. And then if you think that they don't have very many plays left, you can just use punishment. Use punishment. You don't need to send Entis to pop unless they are still comboing off pretty aggressively. What I would do is I would send Titaniclad, because you're going to get a pop off of punishment anyways. So what you do now is once they would end their turn, you can during chain to their end phase, they're in phase to get you, you can actually special. Go ahead and special Ecclesia. And then Ecclesia's effect would activate, but there's actually nothing to search because we don't run anything else. So we go ahead and give it a cut. She's just another body that can be destroyed by opponent's cards from the extra deck. So what we'll do now is they would end up, if our board was left untouched, let's just say they popped the Union Carrier. Let's just say they did that because at very least that's what they would probably do. So they'd come back to us. We can tribute the orbital. Since we're locked out of our extra deck, we still need big bodies, even though we already got a substantial amount of big bodies. We go ahead and search Vanisher, because Vanisher will get us a body plus another body because it will give us our Photon Dragon as well. We can special Vanisher, and then Vanisher will get us our last copy of Photon Dragon. We haven't even normal summoned yet. So what we can do is we'll put him in attack position. And then we can, let's see, tribute both of our Ecclesias. Yeah, to tribute summon it. I was going to see if we could special summon it, but they don't have 2k attack. If they had 2k attack, that'd be busted. And then this would be pretty close to game, if not game. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much that. We can do another quick hand or something where I could show you a quick hand thing real quick. All right. Now that I have everything in order, guys, if you open it, you open something remotely close to this. It doesn't have to be these cards exactly. It's just pretty much Galaxy Eyes combo with Dogmatika combo, but with Nadir Servant. So if you open Ecclesia with Nadir Servant and any form of Galaxy Eyes combo, it's pretty busted the things you could do. Honestly, it really is. It's very, very good if it goes uninterrupted. But let's go ahead and I'll show you guys. First things first we'll do, obviously, is activate Sanctuary. Give us our 2 tokens. Do not link them off yet because you don't know what you're going to need. Special Vanisher. Vanisher will get us Photon Dragon when it's specialed. Now, what we'll do is we need a way to get to Galaxy Soldier. So what we'll do is we'll link those 2 away for our Union Carrier. Yup. Then what we'll do is target itself. You guys know the drill by now. Target itself to equip to itself orbital. Tribute orbital off. Search the soldier. Now what we can do is pitch the Photon Dragon. Special soldier not underneath the arrow. Search. Knight. Search the knight. Okay. Now what we can do is we can normal the knight. Special the Photon Dragon over here. Overlay for everybody's favorite, number 90. Now what we can do is look at our handy dandy hand. You have 2 options here. If you want to go blast route, you can special without using the effect, and you still have Nadir. Or you can go the Dogmatica, the heavier Dogmatica route, and end on Soul Flare. So we're going to go ahead and end on Soul Flare. Go into Soul Flare, yada yada yada. Special Soul Flare effect, add back Orbital, equip Orbital to Photon Lord. Now we can go full Dogmatica combo. We can special Ecclesia's effect to go and fetch ourselves the punishment. Add the punishment to hand. Now what we'll do is we can activate the Nadir Servant to send, in this case you're going to go and fetch everything you need out of the deck since we don't play Maximus. So what I do in this situation is I will send this card right here, our Wind Pegasus, because it protects my field if it's destroyed by battle or a card effect on their turn, so immediately it gives me an additional interruption if they do anything to a card I don't want them to do. So it allows me to have an additional protection / interruption. So what I'll do now is search for the Fleur-de-Lis. If you didn't have the full Dogmatica combo, I would send the Titaniclad. But we're fine here. So now we can set the punishment and then pass turn on the standby phase, grab him. So with this field we have a negate, a card that can't be destroyed by battle from cards from the extra deck, a pop, potentially 2 pops, so actually probably 2 pops since we already have Dogmatica combo, so actually 2 pops, not 1 pop, because we'll see an Intis. Plus Wind Pegasus as protection / interruption. So that right there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interruptions. 6 interruptions just with that board. It's very good. Very, very good. All you need to do is, to get this board, you just need to open the Nadir Servant, Ecclesia, and any form of Galaxy House combo. It doesn't have to be that hand that I showed you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be that hand. It could be any other form of Galaxy House cards to get you to this point. But yeah, guys, that is the combo tutorial / playtest hands or whatever with Galaxy Eyes Photon Dogmatica. I can honestly say I really love this deck. It is very fun. It is very, very good in my opinion, despite my last week's record. Everybody has off nights. I think the deck is pretty consistent. If I had to give it a consistent rating, it'd probably be a 7 or an 8, in my opinion. Mainly because, if not higher, I was just giving it some leeway room. The reason why is because the Galaxy House cards are so consistent in their own right that the deck, that's what makes the deck, in my opinion, very fun. But yeah. But that is it, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys want to see next. I hope you all are having a great day. Be safe out there. And good dueling. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're not already. And you guys have a wonderful day, evening, whenever you're watching this. Drip out. Peace.